What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? As usual, hope we're doing well. One moment, want to check the mic. Excuse me, my microphone's been like stupid as fuck lately, so I'm trying to make sure that it's all good, and it appears as though it's all good. I am hoping at the very least that you can hear me fine, and there's no weird like echo or like static noise or anything like that. But it is a Friday night, so we are doing our usual Friday stream. Hope you're all doing well. I know I already said that, but still, I'm hoping and praying. Um, Today we're going to be playing some Glover, all right, and we're going to get into that at some point. But first, we're going to be looking at some stuff. Okay, Adderall X guy said that I should take a look at the Trump Laura Ingraham interview, and this is an interview that I obviously have seen some clips of and stuff like that, but I haven't seen the whole thing. If it's like a 20-minute interview, I don't think I'm going to go through the whole thing. All right, but the sound bites that I've heard, the clips that I've seen, definitely do not bode well. They definitely do not look good. Yeah, I will say that much. That is for sure. Um, oh, excuse me, but um, yeah. So I'm excited. All right, I'm excited, but look, I'm not nervous. I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how everything's gonna go. But tomorrow I have a jujitsu tournament. And this is a tournament that I took on 3 weeks' notice. I am not prepared for it at all. I'm just going in there to fuck around and like see what happens. And I'm actually kind of confident. I'm a little bit upset because my bracket changed a little bit. I originally had a bracket of 4 dudes, and I was able to find footage of 2 of the guys. And when I watched them, I was like, "Oh, dude, like these guys are not on my level." Even if they are good grapplers, they're just not the grapplers that I am. And because of that, I was feeling good. But unfortunately, Smooth Comp, which is the bracket thing, it runs stuff for like tournaments and stuff like that for combat sports. But Smooth Comp, I guess they allow you to sign up for tournaments that you're not actually going to be at, and it'll just show you're unapproved. Your registration is unapproved, instead of not showing it at all, or just simply not allowing you to sign up for a tournament that you're not going to be at, because 2 out of 3 of the guys that were going to be in my bracket are not going to be there. This one dude signed up for 2 tournaments on the same day, over 100 miles away from each other, and he is confirmed to have um opponents. Like, he has confirmed that he will be at the other tournament. So that's one person down. Then uh the other 2 guys, um not only have they not like confirmed that they're going to be there, but one of them is also signed up for that same tournament that the first guy was at. So now there's 2. Then they added a guy from a bracket who is pretty good, but I still feel like if I do the right thing, I can beat him. um I'm like, tomorrow's game day, so even though I'm like half-assing it all, I mean, I'm drinking a fucking Mountain Dew right now. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew because it's a Friday, and then I'm gonna drink a Pedialyte, and then like tons of water and stuff like that, just so that I'm hydrated. Waking up in the morning, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I am a little bit miffed though, and the reason why is because it's my birthday tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to spend half the day just hanging out at a jujitsu tournament, which those are not places that I enjoy being at. Everybody at jujitsu tournaments suck. They have that nerd rage. They have that. I talked about it on Twitter. Tech bros ruined jujitsu, and part of the reason why they did that is because if you have ever known a tech bro, like a programmer guy or a dude who's like into computers or some other very technical thing like that, you know that they have this weird superiority complex. Like, I knew this one dude. We got along pretty well. We sat at lunch together. He was a cool guy. I liked him and he liked me. Um, we had a couple of classes together too. We'd like, joke around, we'd pal around in the classes. But this dude absolutely positively was like the stereotypical, like, I know how to code, so I'm better than everybody kind of guy. I remember the last time I saw him was the last lunch period we had before we graduated high school, and they didn't he didn't show up to the graduation. He didn't show up to get his diploma. He didn't actually walk the stage. He was just like, "Nah, fuck you guys," which I kind of respect actually. I kind of respect that move if I'm being honest with you. But um because there's so many tech bros who inhabit jujitsu tournaments, you get like these fucking assholes who don't move out of your way when they see you're trying to get by. They pretend they don't hear you say "excuse me" and all that type of shit. And it's because they have something they're trying to prove, you know. And even before it was tech bros, that's just how Brazilians kind of are in the jujitsu world. Like Brazilians in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, not only do they have a superiority complex because they're like, "This is our arte, the arte do Brasil, our arte." Like they're fucking like that, you know. And then in addition to that, there's also that just like general Brazilian stubbornness where it's like, "No, you are wrong." Um, Jiu-jitsu tournaments are just trash, man. So having to spend my birthday there is gonna be like, ah, boy. And I'm not like, usually it's like I get there pretty early, I get out pretty early, like 11, 12, 1 or something like that. This time around, no, I'm gonna have to be there for basically the whole day. You know, happy birthday! Thank you very much, Musta X1. Hope you're doing well, and thank you very much for that. Is again, um, just eat a senzu bean. You'll be fine. That's what I need. I need to inject some senzu beans and go lift is what I need. But I don't know, like I've been doing a little bit of no-gi grappling, right? And it has really reinvigorated my love for the sport. We don't do no-gi at my gym, and then in addition to that, I'm teaching all the classes at my gym. And even when my coach takes over the classes, it's just not enjoyable. The classes my coach puts on, I just don't enjoy them. I've had so many black belts over the years because when my coach started his gym, he was only a blue belt himself, so he couldn't be teaching the classes like that. But he has a black belt now, and because of that, he's able to teach classes, and he just I just don't like his classes, you know. So when he's teaching, I'm just like looking for an excuse to not have to like actually take the class and act more as like an assistant coach, which is real easy to do, you know. Yo, what's going on, Big Uncle Ruckus? I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you, man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, um, it's reinvigorated my love for the sport, and I am excited to compete tomorrow. I would love to do more competitions. Um, and I'm gonna see what I can pull together so that maybe the next Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition I do, I'll actually be in okay shape and I'll be a little bit more in practice and stuff like that. So I will have a much better chance of taking home a gold. You know, I would really like that. That's something that I really, really would like to do. Um, JDM about to bring Netanyahu on the walkout, dude. That'd be the funniest shit. Why, like, I know he's fighting. I know he's fighting Islam Makhachev tomorrow. Has there been any kind of weird talk like that? Scott, the type of guy to throw flying knees during jiu-jitsu practice, of course. Why wouldn't I? They aren't expecting it. You know, they aren't expecting it, and that's their problem because you should always expect the unexpected. Oh man. Anyway, um, fuck, what was I gonna say? So yeah, the economy. So yeah, basically the economy is doing great, and we need 10 billion Jeets and 600,000 Chinese students because America. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna pull that up. I also have something else. What was the chick's name? Laura Ingram. Okay, Trump Ingram. Okay, so I at least have that pulled up, dude. YouTube is so awful, dude. YouTube is so awful now. Where the fuck? Where the fuck did the time go? Where did the 8:55? No fucking thank you. Oh, so it's showing hold on. It's showing me That's why it's not showing the time, because it wants to show me that it's part of a playlist. It's part of a mix. And it's like, I don't want a mix. I want don't show me this bullshit. All right? Show me, yes, show me this. Show me this. I'm cool with it. Maybe hopefully it's just, the pieces that I want to see. Hopefully. I don't know though. I don't know. But anyway, uh, my algorithm is pure rage bait. What about yours? I forget what my algorithm is right now. You know what? Let's go back. Let's see what my algorithm is right now. My algorithm's not that bad, but it is pretty fucking weird and random and shit like that, you know? Like Old Ireland Restored. I don't ever recall watching any kind of video that would like put this here. Got some Sopranos shit, because I honestly I've been kind of down the Sopranos rabbit hole. Um, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, that's cool. This dude, I actually did a video talking about this guy. Um, that's Bobby Gunn, and he's sort of like a mythical figure in the world of bare knuckle boxing. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. For some reason, it's showing me a bunch of Curtis Sleva, however you say that shit. It's showing me a bunch of this guy's stuff. I know he ran for, yeah, he ran for mayor, right? I know he ran for mayor, and he's the guy who created the Guardian Angels. But like, I don't know why it would show me his shit, this girl right here, she has a really nice voice. I really like her voice. I follow her on Instagram. I'll go ahead and we'll listen to a little bit of her stuff. Oh, you guys aren't actually listening. Look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. There's like almost an ASMR quality to her voice that I really appreciate. Yeah, I like her voice. It's nice. Gordon Ramsay versus Brazilian Chef by Scott. By Scott. Let's check out. Let's see what Scott's got going on, huh? What's going on, Scott? How you doing? How you doing? Jeez, that's crazy. Anyway, I don't know where I don't know where the hell this came from. And I saw what you guys mentioned. You said more about oh dude, Larry Bird. Larry Bird trash talk is so funny. Listening to these old black dudes talk about how this fucking redneck looking white dude was like the best player and shit talker of 1980s basketball. I'm not even a basketball guy. It's just so funny to listen to some of the stories about Larry Bird, As a Boston guy, there's always going to be a little bit of like, oh, dude, fucking Boston Celtics, Larry Bird, he played for the Celtics, dude. Whoa. But like I really couldn't give that much of a shit. But some of the stories about Larry Bird when he was playing and all the things he said to other people was so fucking great. I've been on a bit of a kick doing that. But excuse me. Smart Moron said I meant on X, specifically forgot to say. Oh, that's my laundry. Okay, I gotta grab my laundry in a minute. I forgot I even had that in. But um, you know, I don't use the For You tab anymore. I use the Following tab. I switched over because I was curious what would happen. And I mean, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect. It's just people that I follow. I don't get any kind of suggestions or anything like that. And honestly, it's not that bad. There isn't as much like the benefit of the For You tab is that if you're a Twitter junkie, if you're a new things junkie, if you constantly need new information right in front of your face, it makes it really really easy for you to get that. Because I mean, there's always something for you out there. There's a lot of stuff out there, and a lot of it's going to be for you. But it is nice to not have rage bait inducing stuff that is not like easily removable. you know? Like if I followed somebody and their shit popped up and it was like making me angry, I could at the very least either unfollow or mute them. Twitter has been a lot more peaceful lately, and I think that's also why I've been using it less. I mean, overall, I've been less online. Like I don't use my Insta as much as I used to. Um, Obviously, I don't post videos to here anymore. I just stream 3 times a week. And my Twitter is probably the most used social media thing that I have, and I'm only making like 1 or 2 tweets a day. Maybe a little bit more than that because I might reply to somebody, you know. But overall, like I've been kind of tapped out of that. I just have not been paying attention, you know. One thing I am getting though every once in a great while is a YouTube ad. When I'm using the YouTube app, I'll get a YouTube ad from like those blue square people. Um, One of them was it's fun. It's funny because one of the commercials was like there was this Asian lady at like a fish market stall, like one of those open air fish market type stalls that I'm sure they have in New York's Chinatown district. And it's just her kind of looking in this direction, and she's like, and the voiceover, there's a narrator, and the narrator goes, "What do you say when you see a young Jewish boy getting kicked on the street?" And I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know how that ended. But my first thought was probably the same thing you'd say if you saw a white kid getting beat up on the street. Nothing. What? What? We're not supposed to say it for everybody. We're not supposed to say it for white people. Definitely not. But we got to say it for the Jewish people. You know. Fucking. I don't want to go into one of those big ass conversations or anything like that. You know. Um, I'm not saying anything that other people have not said, right? And I choose to just like let that be what it is, and I'll be what I am and who I am and all that stuff. But like, it's just the most blatant, entitled, like you need to put your life at risk for somebody just because they're part of the chosen group. That's literally what it is. You would not even be able to get a video like that approved to utilize as an advertisement on YouTube. They would not allow that. They would liken that to the KKK making videos about what they want to do to people and shit like that. You know, um, it would not happen. It would not happen. You know, so to see that is just like wow, they must be getting desperate. They must be getting real desperate. You know. What's going on, Blitz comment? Thoughts on the fighting nerds? Some of my friends have Reddit tier meltdowns every time they see the glasses. Yeah, very cringe, very cringe, very forced. You know, I'm sure all those guys train together and stuff like that, and it's not a bad thing to try and have a gimmick or anything like that. But like, they're not the first group of guys to have like a little thing among themselves. You know, like back in the day, you had it was the Diaz brothers and Jake Shields and Gilbert Melendez. I almost said Burns, but Gilbert Melendez. They were called like the Scrap Pack or something like that. They were just personalities in the MMA world. They all trained together. They did their thing together, and you know, like because of that, they just kind of like earned that moniker, I guess you could say. I don't know. Maybe they gave it to themselves, but like the way the fight nerds are trying to be like some kind of NWO faction in like the WCW or WWE or whatever. It's like it's like that's just you're trying too hard, you know. If there's one thing I hate, it's how Dana White does not allow people to have personalities anymore. Like Dana White will absolutely positively no sell the fuck out of you unless you're one of his chosen people. Um like if you're the kind of person, you're in the cage and you say something outrageous after you win a fight, he's not gonna be like, oh man, you hear what he said. He's not gonna do his job as a promoter and actually promote you. He's more likely to be like, yeah, I don't know why he said that. That was pretty dumb, but I mean, I guess he's a good fighter, so we'll have him on. He will completely like cock block you if you are not one of his chosen guys that he decides he wants to push, and you try to actually have a real personality, you know? And that is something, that's one of the things that like I find completely unforgivable about Dana White, is that he sits there and he has that like he has that self-fulfilling sort of negative cycle thing where he's got this weird double think self-fulfilling cycle going on where um on one hand, if you want more money, you gotta promote, you gotta be someone that people want to tune in and watch and all that other stuff. But if you try to promote and if you try to become someone people want to tune in and watch, well, he's gonna shit on you and he's gonna completely deflate the balloon. And it's like that's disgusting, dude. That's so fucking awful, you know? Um did you see Dana White's gun art piece that's ammo is filled with things people die over? LOL. LOL. It's so corny. You got to see it. Oh, I've seen it. I saw that, and yeah, that's what happens when a guy from like Brockton, Massachusetts, or like Springfield, or you know, somewhat like Fall River. That's what happens when a white guy from one of the ghetto towns in Massachusetts gets rich and famous. Is he starts buying shit like that, and he acts like that's some kind of like deep statement or something like that. That's what that is Dana White is from Boston. I mean, I'm sure it's not just a Boston guy thing, but like we breed a certain kind of white guy from a bad area here, and that's the type of shit that they do. They think Eminem is like the most deep rap artist ever, you know. And it's like ooh, ooh, you know. What's going on? LLO 112 watching on Kick. Are you here to try and sell me something, sir? Or are you here as an actual viewer? Either way, thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in either way. Fighting nerds were cool but lost aura points when they all lost, but they could maybe get it back. Yeah, I mean, like that's the other thing too, is like a lot of it is the way they introduced it, right? Where I forget who it was, but one of them had the glasses on and he was like, do you see these glasses? We are the fighting nerds. It's like, oh, that was bad. That was bad. That's like tomorrow I have an MMA fight and it goes viral and I do so good. I do so good. I hit the guy once, his whole body breaks. Not just his jaw, his whole body breaks. And Dana White sees that and he's like, "Whoa, we want this kid." And he signs me, right? My next fight, the day after. I have a fight on Sunday. He makes a card on Sunday just to have me fight. If I win that fight, right? And Joe Rogan's talking. He's like, "Wow, Scott, that was amazing. You absolutely killed that guy. Hey, what are you gonna do now?" Or whatever he asks. And I sit there like, I am the fighting Sullivan. It's like it's like holy fuck, man. You know? Didn't Dana White beat his bitch one time? He did. He did. He smacked his wife in a casino. Dana White is a terrible businessman. Everything outside of the UFC he does has failed, like Power Slap or The Ultimate Surfer. Well, yeah, because it's all like you can be a very Dana White is a very good businessman, but he's a shark is the issue. Dana White is incredibly good as a businessman, but he is not very creative. And he thinks that you can make up for a lack of creativity with shark business practices, and you can't. I didn't even know there was a thing called the Ultimate Surfer. Is that real? Is that real? The Ultimate Surfer. What did he fucking. Oh. Um. It says it was Oh no! Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So let's check this out. The Ultimate Surfer is an American television surfing competition show that aired on ABC from August 23rd to September 21st to 2021, not even a month. In March 2022, the series was canceled after one season. Okay. So I would assume it's just the Ultimate Fighter, but for surfing and stuff like that, right? Apparently, these two won. Good for them. But yeah, Dana White was an executive producer, and it was created by Kelly Slater, who was the one surfer everybody knew about back in the day because he was on the cover of a video game at one point. I'm pretty sure that was him. I could be wrong. You never know. Um, they even had like a wakeboarding video game. I remember at one point they had a demo that you could play in the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 disc for the PS2, and I actually used to play the hell out of that. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah, like nobody, you can't trick people into loving surfing via shark business practices. You simply cannot do that. You can't trick people into thinking something like slap competitions are anything more than just something that happens in like a sleazy club for entertainment for that night, using whatever he used to get the UFC not off the ground. It was already a thing for almost 10 years by the time he bought it. But he like the UFC had substance. It was a good idea. The UFC was a good idea, and it wasn't even his idea, but it was a good idea. The Ultimate Surfer, bad idea. Power Slap, bad idea. You know, he's a very good businessman. What's going on, Slacker Blue? He's a very good businessman. He's just very bad at saying no to bad ideas. He's good at taking something that somebody else has created and making it good, or making it a hit so long as it's a good idea. He's not good at telling whether or not it's a good idea. I feel like I've said that same thing. I feel like I've said that same thing like 5 times in the last 30 seconds, but it's because I feel like I have more to say about it is kind of the issue. I feel like I have more to say about it, you know. Current Triple H would be a better promoter than Dana and less cringe. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really watch WWE like that. I watched a few WWEs. Well, Raws actually. It's Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I watched a couple of those. I just could not get into them for the life of me. It just did not work. It was not. It just not. I just didn't like it. You know. Excuse me. Um, I'd say thoughts on Dasha being cut by her talent agency for interviewing Fuentes on Red Scare, but I know I'm the only simp here. I mean, I don't pay attention to the Red Scare chicks. I only just learned the other one's name. I knew Dasha, and then I guess the other girl is named Anna. I didn't know that until like a week a week ago. To me, Dasha was always just Adam Friedland's girlfriend. That's all she was to me. Um, but like my understanding is that she acted briefly in some kind of show, I think on HBO or something like that, and then she left, whether it was for political shit or not. And since then, it's like, what has she been up to other than just being the Red Scare girl? You know, like she's her job is just professional foid. So I don't even know why she would need a talent agency like that. And that's probably partially what happened because the Fuentes thing happened like didn't they have Fuentes on like a month and a half to 2 months ago, maybe even more? Like I do remember when that dropped and I was like, "Oh, interesting." And I watched like 5 minutes of it and I was like, "I cannot stand this. I got to get out of here." But um yeah, like you know, it seems to me like that was probably just the excuse they used to cut somebody that was probably not did not have as much motion in that field as they would have liked. That just makes a little bit of sense to me. That just makes a little bit of sense to me, you know? Vince snorting coke in the back room coming out making a movie. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that he used to do. my understanding. To my understanding. Do you remember X Arm when one of the original UFC owners tried to invent a new sport combining MMA and arm wrestling? Yeah, yeah. And again, like that's why that failed is because it's not like novel in a good way. It's novel in a weird, annoying way, and it's a gimmick. As soon as you get bored of the gimmick, you're bored of the entire thing, you know? Um, WWE isn't bad. It's definitely an acquired thing to watch, but it's better than Zog Ball. I don't know about that. You know, I would disagree. I'd rather watch a football game than the WWE, and I tried to enjoy it, but it's just not fun to watch at all. You know, it's so far removed from anything combat sport related at this point that it's like, you know, maybe it was different back in the Attitude Era, and you know, like back when Degeneration X, I forget if it was Attitude Era and Degeneration X, like if they were the same or not the same, but if Degeneration X was like part of the Attitude Era or if it was two different eras or whatever, right? Like I'd probably enjoy it more if I was able to watch back then because there's not only is it extremely formulaic from what I've seen, but it's also kid friendly in the way that it's formulaic, and that's really annoying and like just it's not fun to watch, you know. To my understanding, the Attitude Era, I don't know about the formulaic thing, but at the very least, you had like Stone Cold down in beers. You know, that was at least a little like cool, I guess. You know, he was saying ass. He was saying ass on TV. You can't say ass on TV. Wow. Oh, Degeneration X was the start of the Attitude Era. Ah, okay. By the way, no problem, Zach. I saw your message earlier. I saw your thing earlier. I forgot to say something. You know, glad to see you're here, my friend. Um, Baseball isn't even real. Betting scandals. Speaking of betting scandals, apparently there's one of those going on in the UFC, which I hate to say it doesn't surprise me, but I mean, with everything else that I know about the fight game, it's like, well, yeah, it makes sense that at some point somebody would cave to getting offered money, or who knows, maybe even threatened to throw a fight or something like that, you know? Obviously, we don't know for sure if that's what's happening, but the UFC is being investigated right now by the FBI. I'm sure Cash Patel is going to take care of that. I'm sure he's gonna be right on it. Man. Um, I mean, it's real the stuff they do. They have to be athletic, but you know what I mean. The lore made up for it. I mean, it's not real though. Like people talk about injuries in wrestling, right? People don't talk about injuries in MMA. I have injuries from MMA, and I didn't even have that many fights. I have a bad knee that pops out every now and again. I have eye floaters in this eye that I don't see them constantly, but only because since they're constantly there, my brain is just like, okay, don't need to worry about that, and it tunes them out, you know. But now that I'm talking about it, I can actually see the eye floaters. I can make them dance and shit like that, you know. I've had a broken skull, not broken, but like fractured, like here, right? Um, it like I don't talk about those fucking constantly, but whenever you hear about wrestlers, they're trying to convince you of how hardcore they are, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I got a fucked up back," and it's like, "Why do you have a fucked up back?" They tell you about a time that something went wrong, you know. When things go right for the other guy is when you get injured in MMA. When things go wrong for the other guy, that's when you get injured in the WWE in professional wrestling, you know. It's like I'm not saying there isn't an element to danger an element of danger or athleticism. There definitely is, for sure. You know, I'm not trying to take that piece away from him. It's an athletic pursuit, 100%. But it's just when I have to hear wrestling guys and wrestlers be like, "Whoa, actually, like what they do is like, you know, those guys get beat up out there," and it's like, yeah, when somebody makes a mistake, you know, when something goes wrong, yeah, they get injured, and that's like, it's like, all right, well, hey, this is what it is. Um, I have eye floaters too since like 3 years ago. Yeah, they're fucking annoying, dude. COVID ruined all sports for me. Only thing I watch now is UFC, Risen, and WWE. Jeez, I forgot Risen even exists. They have some good fights that they put on too, to my understanding. Um, Sorry, just looking around. Speaking of videos, somebody Flota said fucking great video. I'm trying to figure out what Zach was talking about with that video. Oh. I was just quoting a famous interview where the interviewer got the shit slapped out of him. What? I don't know what video you're talking about there, but I do know of one video that somebody sent me over Discord. All right, somebody sent me a video on Discord that I want to show you guys. All right. Oh man. Somebody sent me that over Discord. I don't know where it came from, I would assume probably 4chan. They're the ones that tend to do this type of shit. But that was great. Thank you. Thank you whoever made that. That was I'm trying to figure out what the fuck happened here. Like, did I actually make that face? Did I actually make this face? Or did somebody like fuck around with this? It doesn't look edited. So it's like, when did I make that face? I must have been drunk or something like that. I look drunk. I definitely look drunk. It was during Bitch Tank. I know it was during Bitch Tank. I was drunk for a lot of Bitch Tank. It's like, when did I make that face and why? Was I looking at Pearl Davis? Was I checking Pearl out? That's probably what I was doing. That's you drunk, I believe. Yeah, I fucking believe it too. I believe it too. I think that's the only time I could make a face like that. I I don't even think I could. I don't even think I could recreate that if I tried. I'd have to be drunk. I'm pretty sure they had mad tequila at that point, but too happy. Hell yeah. I got to run downstairs and grab my laundry though, so I will be right back. It's not even gonna be like 5 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. This should have been just before you started fighting Greg. Really? Maybe, maybe I don't know. We were both a little tipsy. Bitch Tank, like the move for Bitch Tank for me was to show up and like just start drinking. And the thing is, when I get drunk, I get really happy and friendly, but I mean, I'm drunk, so I get retarded. Everybody does, right? But like I get a very happy and friendly and caring retarded, you know? Um and because of that, it's just like I probably saw somebody and I was just like, yo, dude, I love that guy, man. I fucking love that dude. He rules, man. You know? Gotta be drunk, man. Us Anglos checking out a last like Pearl. There's some drinks. Always get that look, for fuck's sake. Oh boy. What's going on, Jay Wilson? I only see a sexy ginger man. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Are you a ginger? Are you looking in the mirror? Um, Man. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I'm not really in a drinking mood. I have to be in a drinking mood, and there's like when I'm in a drinking mood, it's not I'm in a drinking mood that day. I'm in a drinking mood for like a month straight. And I don't drink every day. It's just like Saturday. Hey, it's Saturday, time to, let's go to the liquor store, buy a nice alcohol, you know? And uh with Blood Games and Bitch Tank, it was real easy for me to just be like, oh, fuck it, let's do it. I was in a drinking mood. I was in a drinking mood. Oh, excuse me. Uh, nah, but Wilsons are Scottish. It's a Scottish name. Ah, yes. I'm Northern Irish. What's that mean for me? I don't know. I think that means you're a colonizer is what it means. Scottish last name in Northern Ireland, that means you're a colonizer. Man, thank you for popping in though, Jay. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be right back. Like I said, actually, you know what? I might just be a bastard and ask my wife to get my clothes for me. I'm gonna pop out there, and if she's not like on the couch like this, I'm gonna ask her if she can grab my clothes for me and be a fucking asshole. I took like 3 shots at once the other day. I just feel lightly buzzed for 10 minutes. Not worth the stomach pain. LOL. Yeah, I mean, like I like what happened with Blood Games, right? Is everything started falling apart. Um, we know it all fell apart. Um, there was like 3 days left, and they were doing a cell challenge. And up until that point, I had had a shot or maybe a beer every now and again while I was on set. Nothing crazy. But when the cell challenge came, right? One of the things that we were told to do is dress up as sharks and menace the people who were in the tower for the outside cell, right? And I think a lot of this stuff is gone because it probably was not focused on, because this was also the night that Cryo came. So the focus was on the inside cell with Cryo and Tay and Oddbod, right? Um, um, Me, I'm just like, hey, I'm bored for one thing, and I also don't know how to improve anything that I'm doing. And I look over and I see some tequila, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna throw a little bit in there. I probably filled a water bottle like that much with tequila, and then probably like that much. I specifically remember the moment I was like pouring the tequila for some reason into the water bottle. But I put a mixer in there. I don't even remember what the mixer was. I just know it was mixed, and I start drinking it. Well, it went down pretty smooth, and well, when I say smooth, I mean easy. It's fucking tequila. But it went down pretty easy, and I was feeling pretty good. So I was like, you know what? Let's get a little bit more. I go and I get some more tequila. And then eventually, I'm walking around. Again, I'm supposed to be a shark, and I'm supposed to be menacing the people in the tower. I get the bright idea of going and hanging out in the tower. I have the shark mask. I have the shark getup, I believe. I know I was a shark. Um and like I go up into the thing and I just start hanging out, and I don't remember too much of what happened up there. I know Trish and I were sitting next to each other. I feel like I remember Letty there. I know Mike was there. Um Mike the Goblin. Other than that, I don't remember who else was there. And um yeah, I just really don't remember that much of what happened up there. But that was the most drunk I had been for like probably a decade, you know. Before that, there were days I had a few more beers than I usually would if I was to have a beer. But that was like I was shit hid, and I remember being drunk as fuck going in and Cryo came out and I'm still drunk and he's like asking me for like he's asking me for like some kind of paperwork or something like that. And I mean, I'm just the fucking boxing guy. If it wasn't apparent to anybody, I'm just kind of the boxing guy. I'm just kind of doing what I'm told, just like everybody else is. You know, I wouldn't have access to paperwork like that. And I just remember when I was like, I don't know what, I don't know anything about that, man. He looked at me and he was like, "Come on, Scott, don't bullshit me." And I didn't know what to say to him. At this point, I was kind of coming down from the drunk, but I was still pretty fucked. You know, I could at least remember walking back to the house and cryo, like and all that shit. And then I went to bed, and then I wake up the next morning to people running into the people were running towards the room, and like without even thinking, I just jumped up and I started running towards the room too. The cell was in, the inside cell was in, because I was like, oh, did cryo snap? Did did something bad happen? Is something bad happening? Do I need to go in there and like take someone down? Oh fuck. So I just half asleep, hungover as fuck, got up and I ran, and it turned out everything was fine. Cryo just wanted to leave, and that's when Cryo left. And I went back to bed after that, you know? Um anyway. Free drink is free drink, brother. Yes, sir. You need to make it whiskey, then your Irish roots will come out. Nah, I'm not a big whiskey guy, if I'm being honest with you. I don't mind vodka, but I mean vodka's kind of like not that you should be drinking in high school, but vodka's like what high schoolers drink. Like vodka is like a high school kid. He gets like his older cousin or to like buy him some alcohol, or like he has like a friend in college or something like that, or maybe even steals it from his parents, right? Like either some Smirnoff, which is like terrible vodka, or Grey Goose or something like that. That's when I think of vodka, I think of like, oh, wow, I'm gonna get drunk tonight and it's not gonna be on Four Locos. That's what I think of. That's what I think of. It's like you're in high school, you've been drinking Four Locos for like a year, and you finally made a friend who can get you some Grey Goose. Um, Tequila is actually pretty good, to be honest. I got a nice tequila when I got my black belt. Like I didn't know how to celebrate my black belt, and I was in a drinking mood when I did. So I got a nice tequila. It was like I still have the bottle. I mean, when I say nice tequila, I'm not talking like artisan, like shit like that, but I did like this. I did like this. It was pretty good. It's Don Julio Rosado. I enjoyed it. I liked it, I mean, we drank the whole thing. Usually my wife and I don't bother finishing whatever we buy. Usually we'll drink like half of it and we'll be like, "All right, yeah." And it just sits in our room forever until we're like, "We're not finishing this." But the fact that we finished the whole thing, it tells you we really enjoyed it. Um Man, I also liked Crystal Skull vodka as well, or Crystal Head vodka as well. I thought that was pretty cool. Um Uh, oh, how did you come up with the character Cage? Talks for 3 hours about what the character Cage means to him. I mean, I like it was kind of, I wouldn't say it was committee, but it was like I had ideas, but like mainly I was given prompts and like general directions that I should go in. Um, they wanted like a character that would teach the fish how to fight. They wanted it to be based off of Blade, the vampire shit, or of they wanted it to be based off Blade, right? Um, I remember to prepare for it, I watched all three Blade movies. I'm pretty sure there was three of them. Damn, I forget how many Blade movies there are, but I watched the Blade series. I watched the Blade movies, right? Um, and I just kind of tried to be Blade to a certain extent, but like more autistic, you know. Um, when it came to the wardrobe, when it came to the wardrobe, I obviously based it off of Blade. That's why like I had a sword in the back of my coat, right? I cut a hole in the leather jacket so that I could stick a sword back there. And that was so annoying to have back there. And this time around I was actually going to have a not a holster, a sheath on my back instead of just shoving it in a hole. That way it would be a little bit more comfortable. Um, what was I gonna say? But yeah, like I based it off of Blade while also like not just straight up like copying every little detail, you know. Uh, and I just thought like, hey, what would look cool? Um, the yeah no shirt that I kind of like that kind of became associated with the character. That was actually not a first choice either. I wanted a more like dumb shirt that was like like the I paused my games to be here type shit. And I went to Walmart looking for a shirt like that, but I couldn't find one. And the only one I could find was the yeah no shirt. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll use this, I guess, but I'll keep looking. And I just never looked for another one. And that was a mistake, but it was definitely a good mistake, you know? Cage teleports behind you, nothing personnel, kid. Hell yeah. Man. I'm trying to think of anything else regarding the Cage character, you know, because like it was a combination of a bunch of different things, and a lot of it was stuff that I kind of made up on the fly too, you know, like the whole walk thing, you know, walking with like my hand in my shirt and stuff like that. And then I was able to use that for a couple of different like physical jokes, physical gags and stuff like that. That was something I made up on the fly because I was like just thinking like, okay, what would a brooding character do? Well, he might go for walks in the woods and just randomly like come around and leave and like just show up to base camp while they're hanging out just to talk some shit to them and then leave. You know, go out through the downs or something like that, which is something you typically didn't see people doing, but like my character would because he's the vampire hunter, you know, who's half vampire in the first place. So either A, he's going there because it's home to him in a certain sense, or B, he's going there to start shit with the vampires, you know? Um, that's one thing I tried to make sure of is that I did plenty of going in and out of the downs just on my own, you know? Um, what was I gonna say? Geeked out playing Xbox all day. Did my daily FN before. What's FN, Zach? I'm curious. I had a friend who worked on 14th Street, loved hopping in for Goose Island on tap and free burgers. Damn, free burgers sounds good. Um, Fortnite. Oh, Fortnite. FN Fortnite. Okay, all right. Okay, I get it. I get it. Anyway, I gotta bother my wife. I'll be right back in like a second. I'm back. All right. Anywho, Blood Games was so good. Yeah, yeah. I said it in the past, and I stick to that. Like, if I had to choose, like, hey, you can be a part of main seasons of Fish Tank or the point five seasons, like Blood Games, I would honestly pick the point five. I would like if they said it was one or the other. Not that I'm gonna be back. Like, chances are I'm not gonna be back to Fish Tank. That's probably just what's gonna happen. They moved in a different direction. Um, and even though I was going to be back for Blood Games 2, I don't know what's going on with that right now. Their main thing is that they're trying to get a main season in so that they can, for one thing, just have a regular season, in the books. Right, the last two seasons failed. um and in addition to that, they're also trying to, like, they're trying to get a main season in so that they can get around to a point five, without it being like too ridiculous, too rushed, too anything. It just sucks because, like, it wouldn't surprise, like, I'm out of the loop. I don't know what's going on, but it just sucks because I don't know what's going on with any of it, and, like, there's a chance that there just won't be Blood Games in the future. There's a chance. And that's unfortunate, but, hey, it is what it is. um you know I think Blood Games is a place. I think something like that is a place that where I could really shine too. I could do a really good job. I found it difficult to do a good job on season 2, for a couple of different reasons. One of the reasons was that I like I just it's easier to play a character. It's easier to play a character because you can kind of work within the frame. You can work within the frame of that character. Um and that gives you a goal, that gives you something to think about. You're not just going in there like, okay, so I guess I'm just teaching karate today. How do I make that fun and interesting? I don't know. I mean, I'm just, all right, I guess, Um, like, when I'm given a character to play, when I'm given a goal like that, I work a lot better, you know? And I'm sure that, like, as time goes on, or, theoretically, as time was to go on, if Blood Games 2 worked out, and we started, like, really making stuff like that, like, more frequent. Like, I know that I could probably grow as a writer, because I will say that was a tough part about being on the writing team, is that I have Jet, who is the uh he's the owner of the IP, if you will. So, like, it's real easy for him to be like, oh, I think we should go in this direction. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's your shit. And then you have someone like Soda Man, and someone like Xavier, who they have experience writing, so they were just able to work on a level that was not even aware of. I didn't even know it was that deep. When I got hit with some of the stuff that they were talking about, and like the level that it was being brought to and stuff like that, I was like, oh fuck, damn, okay, huh. So yeah, I lagged behind them a little bit, but I was starting to kind of get the hang of it. And we were like getting closer and closer to, like, certain things being done and stuff like that. Beach Day Scott was my favorite Scott character. Another day where I had Quite a bit of alcohol in me. I got to go to Nova Scotia. It's in the list. Um, it's in the list. Everyone can kind of shit on the place they are from, to be honest, even me. But there's got to be some good parts about it. Yeah. Um, I'm pretty sure my ancestors, my French ancestors, came from Nova Scotia. Oh, geez. I'm just curious. Yes, my French ancestors came from Nova Scotia. They were at Louisburg. Anyway, um, just looking around here at some of the stuff I may have missed. They made a movie about John Wick from Fortnite. They actually made a couple of them. Really? Ugh. Oh, that joke. That joke went over my head. I was like, I assumed that maybe they named a different character after John Wick. that joke went right over my head. Fuck. I completely missed that. I I completely missed that shit. The Acadians, yeah. Um I actually have ancestry on both sides of the siege of Louisburg. I believe it was the second one, because there was two of those, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was the second one, but one of my ancestors was pressed. Well, he wasn't. I mean, press gangs tried to get him to join the army, the British Army during the French and Indian War. You know, for anybody not in America, the best country ever. You call it the 7 Years' War. Like a press gang came and tried to press him into service, and he hid, and he was like, "Nah, fuck that." And then afterwards, he was like, "All right, I feel like a pussy." So he went and he joined on his own accord, and he went and he fought at the siege of Louisburg, right? Um, my French ancestor, you know, one of my French ancestors was actually a captain of the civilian militia. Well, the civilian militia, the civilian guard, or just like militia or whatever, at Louisburg. And I find that funny. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are like that, because me, I know I look very Irish, but I am a mutt to the core. There's so many different European nationalities that I am. It's kind of crazy, but excuse me. Um, After the French and Indian War, what happened with a lot of the people in Acadia is they got kicked out and they got sent to. Geez, what the fuck, man? I, I take a couple swigs of Mountain Dew. I can't stop burping. They got kicked out of. They got kicked out of Acadia after it was conquered by the English, right? And they went to Louisiana, Louisiana Territory. My ancestor was allowed to stay, and I forget exactly why he was allowed to stay, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do with translating or something like that. Like he was okay to speak a couple of different languages. So he was like kept because he was useful or something like that. Yeah. I plapped abroad from Louisburg. Might be a distant relative of mine. He he sends fucking Big Uncle Ruckus sends a picture of the girl. It just looks like me with long hair. Then she moved down to Hollywood. Oh boy. Scott's got some great white North ancestry. Hmm. Jeez, dude. You know when it feels like bubbles are popping in your ear? Not feels, but like when you chew something, right? When you chew and you just hear like popping noises or like crackling noises. That's been happening to me for a couple of days now, and it's really, really frustrating. I can't stand that shit. I'm a mutt also. Yeah, I mean, the Amerimutt meme is definitely true, and it makes sense. Like you're gonna marry whoever's around, and you can try to keep it within a certain ethnicity, but like eventually eventually you're gonna have a situation where like some Irish dude goes to the rec center and he bumps into some Italian chick and he's like, "Oh, hey kid, you're fucking cute," and she's like, "No, you're cute," and then they end up banging. That's what's gonna happen eventually. It's proximity. You're gonna date whoever's around. Even if they're not the exact same as you, within reason. People typically are going to go for people who look like them. It's just that everybody kind of agrees that Italians and Irish are white. At least nowadays, everybody agrees. Nowadays, everybody agrees. Um, Nowadays, most people agree. I will say, but yeah, I am French through my Acadian ancestry, English. Um, I have Irish, obviously, Scottish. It wouldn't. I'm gonna explain something about the Irish and the Scots in a second that I find a little bit interesting. But Italian, Swedish, um, and there might even be like one or two more, one or two more. But I said I'm Irish and Scottish. One of the interesting things about the way the Irish were is that, or not even the way the Irish were, but an interesting piece of Irish history is that there was a group of people called the Gallo Glass, and they were warriors. They actually were kind of almost like a knightly type class. And the thing is, they were mercenaries from Scotland, right? They were foreign warriors, and what you saw in a lot of these cases was there were certain kinships, sort of, between certain clans in Ireland and certain clans in Scotland. Like a lot of Sullivans actually share DNA with the Keiths over in Scotland, because apparently that's where a lot of our Gallo glass came from. Gallo glass, Gallo glass, it's one of those words, however it comes out of my mouth in the moment is how I'm saying it. But um, that's what I've been told. That's what's been explained to me. So either A, there was a time in history where somehow, some way, a Scot married into my bloodline, or well, I mean that's the only way it could have happened, right? But like what I mean is like some Scottish dude went to Ireland or came to America or something like that, and he married into whatever. Um, or potentially, um, there was a situation where maybe at some point a Gallo Glass guy, a Gallo Glass guy, Gallo Glass warrior guy came over, and since he was here, he was like, well, I guess I might as well just fucking set up a life here. Um, I don't know which. I haven't found any Scottish people in my family tree. You know. I don't know though. My dad's German Irish ass fucked my Italian mom. True story. They bumped into each other at the rec center, and he was like, "You're fucking cute, dude. Dude, you're fucking adorable, kid. You want to go see a movie? You want you want to go see a movie? They're playing The Departed. They're playing The Departed, and then after that, they're playing The Town. You want to go to a double feature?" Half Guido gang. We was chilling in Italy until the 1910s. Literally, like that's when my ancestors came over. It was like 1915. I don't know when did Italy enter World War One? Italy in World War I. Curious about this one now. May 20. Italy entered World War I on the side of the Allies, declaring war on Austria-Hungary on May 23rd, 1915. So yeah, there's a chance that my ancestors saw which way the wind was blowing, and they were like, "Yo, let's get out of here." There was actually a war between, I believe it was the Italians and the Ottomans. I think let's check that out. Let's check that out. Um, the Italo-Turkish War. So uh, my ancestors for a little over a year were fucking up Hassan's ancestors. It's a blood feud. I believe the Italians won. I don't know if it was a Pyrrhic victory though. Oh, dude, wow. Sorry. Look at the scoreboard right here. Only a little under 14, 14. Only a little under 1,500 killed on the Italian side. Almost 10,000 killed. Well, a little bit over 8,000. That's not exactly a little under 10,000, but you get the idea. And then give or take 10,000 killed in reprisals. I don't even know what they're trying to imply on that. Oh, and executions. They didn't get the right ones. They did not get the right ones. Hassan's still around. They did not get the right ones. But yeah. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah. Um it was like 19 it was like 1915 when they when they came to America. Oh, excuse me. Sicilians have a culture of their own to the Italians. Sicilians are superior. They're all short though. Shout out to my 410 grandma. Italians have always been bad at war. I don't know about that one. No, conquered most of the world at one point. See the problem with the Italians though is that they're not good with industry. Their logistical capabilities are very lacking, and because of that, they are not particularly good at modern warfare in that way. I don't know how they did before World War I, right? I didn't even know about the Italo-Turkish War until like a month ago when I watched a YouTube video on it. But yeah, hey, oh, excuse me. Uh, Crazy hearing it pronounced like Louisburg. Jarring might be the word. I mean, do you call it Louisburg or Louisburg? I figured it was Louisburg because of the way it was spelled. You know, I don't know though. But then again, I say St. Louis and not St. Louis, so I don't know. Maybe I should call it Louisburg. Oh, excuse me. If the Italians don't have a bunch of roads, they're cooked. Yeah. All right. I'd say it's about that time now. I gotta start up. I gotta start up that Glover. Lewisburg. Lewisburg. That's what I'll call it now. Lewisburg. They're good with cheese and macaroni. I wonder if the Italians even do macaroni and cheese. I wonder if they'd consider that to be like blasphemy. Actually, no, they do. Obviously, they do cheese sauces, you know? Then again, everyone around here is fucking insane with insane accents. Oh, so you guys call it Lewisburg. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that explains it, you know? I haven't played video games since the last time I streamed. I just have not been fucking around on the computer lately. And you know that I haven't played because the last time I played Glover was no, it wasn't the last time I streamed. It was last Saturday or Sunday or whenever it was. Um, I played Glover on stream, and then I haven't touched anything else since. And I know because this is the first thing that pops up. Uh, uh, so last time I was actually, excuse me, last time I actually was on a fucking pain in the ass. Last time I was actually on what was I on? A boss fight. Come on. I gotta put what I was nibbling on over there again. Sorry, I don't mean to get like distracted. I'm just remembering there's a couple of things that I was supposed to get back to somebody about something. All right, well, fuck it. Wonder if I can nail this guy. Oh, oh, damn! I killed him. Oh shit, my bad, bro. That right there is cross stitch. Oh shit, damn, I fucked up. I gotta try and lure these guys away from the middle. Because if I can lure them away from the middle, yes, that means I can... Fucking bitch, get over here. That's right, pussy. Pussy ass. That's right. Oh, 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 oh. So last time they were getting stuck in the middle, which was a real pain. I forget if I mentioned that. I probably did. You know? Mushroom Realm. Initiated. Exactly. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, you fucking bitch. Get over here. I'll kill you. I'll kill your ass. I will beat your monkey ass. Damn, that dude is out like a light. Forget about it. Alright. Come on, baby. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, you bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Dumb asshole. You bitch. Oh, shit. At least I'm safe over there. Always wanted to go to George Saint Festival, but now I have a kid, so I'll wait a little while before I can disappear and go on a bender. Is that what happens when you go to the George Saint Festival? Or is it the St. George Festival? I'm confused. Got them fucking ball handling skills. Damn it. Bob Saget. Whatever, let's go. Oh, you bitch. Get the fuck out of here. It's a little weird because I don't know exactly how far I have to be to hit the guy, so I keep coming up just a little bit short. Yeah, that's like that's way too ridiculous. I could have nailed him there. I could have got him. Oh, George Street Festival. Week-long concert or bender in how do you say it? Newfoundland or Newfoundland? Newfoundland. Newfoundland. You bastards. Come on, chase me. Chase. Oh. Alright, sick. Hell yeah. I'm gonna nail him. I got him. Perfect. Perfect. Go. Oh, man. Newfoundland. Oh, man. I don't know how you guys do it. Oh. I don't know how you guys do it with that crazy accent. Oh, what the hell? He's even smaller now? Are you kidding me? Oh. That's right, bitch. I should have known. Oh, shit. Okay, whatever. Let's see what I can do. Oh, dude, I hit the wrong one. We're retarded. We talk like a bunch of gypsies from Snatch. I don't even know what Snatch is. Oh, damn it. I got one more that I gotta get. If I can just get this last one, I'm in good shape. Although there's probably a second. Oh, come on, baby. Tell me I'm gonna get it. One. Oh, you son of a bitch. damn it. I'm not regaining health either. Fart smeller. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Ah, son of a bitch. McGlovin. Okay. Actually, I think I might be good. Go. Ah, come on, tell me I'm gonna get... You fucking bastards. You bastards. Fuck, I hate those guys. How's the Jeopardy stream plan coming? I gotta wait until at least next week. I might not be... Belsco. Serpentine. Oh boy. Fucking, I just got too much going on with the tournament tomorrow, you know? Like, I'm only taking it half serious, but like, the way that I'm taking it serious is by dedicating a bunch of thought to it, you know? Where like, everything is just like, okay, so this is how I wanna do it, this is how I wanna play it, you know? You fucker. Am I gonna have to... I gotta test something out here. I gotta test something out. So if I go... Nope. What if I... It's obviously not gonna work. You know, I might just try it. You talk to Taylor much these days? You guys have dope chemistry shooting the shit. I mean, Taylor's been busy too, you know? We aren't playing as much video games and stuff, but, you know, we talk every now and again. We play video games every now and again too, you know? We just, we're a couple of young boys trying to get our lives going. You know, he's got some stuff going on, good stuff, and I got some stuff going on, so we're not playing video games as much, you know, but we check in on each other and stuff like that right now. But yeah, when it comes to the Jeopardy stream, it's just tough because like I'm dedicating so much mental energy to everything other than being an e-boy, that any e-boy activity that I could do kind of becomes a little bit tougher for me to want to give that mental energy. And after this weekend, it'll at least be a little bit easier, and people will be a little bit more free, as far as I know. You know, I wanted to do it last week, but REA was doing his REA school, whatever. I forget what he called it. You know, so it was he wasn't going to be able to, you know. This is tough. How am I gonna... Huh. I don't know how I'm supposed to hit that thing. REA Schoolhouse, yes. Fuck it, Wee Ball. I'm going for it. Ah. Huh. 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 Oh. You know, I want to see what'll happen. I want to see what'll happen, right? Because this dude's just kind of like, oh, damn it. They're going to be able to take the ball, aren't they? Fucking bastards. Oh. Damn it. That's the good news, is that I mostly, you know... Fuck it, Wii ball. Come on, tell me I'm gonna get him. Tell me I'm gonna get him just a little bit. You fucking bastard. Get out of here, you bitch. You bitch ass. Am I gonna get him? Oh, fuck, dude. I gotta get just a little bit closer, but again, it's so tough to tell how close to get with these guys right here. Let him try to run. Alright, cool. That is way too far. I know that's way too far. Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wonder what'll happen. I wonder if I can nail these guys. I wonder what it would happen. Can I like hit these guys with that? Nope, I can't. Look at that. Fucking idiots. You big dummies. Oh, damn it. This is not good. That dude right there is caught. He's on some kind of fucking invisible wall. And he's able to move around just a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, damn it. Stay where you to. Oh, yeah. I thought, yo, Big Uncle Ruckus, I thought you were trying to give me advice. Oh, man, dude, these fuckers. Oh, fuck. That's a little bit too far, isn't it? I need just like a half-inch closer, I bet. Just a half-inch closer. And I think I'm good. Damn it. Wow. I have one more life. I believe it's actually better that that guy got. Oh, are you kidding me, dude? You gotta be kidding me. That is insane. Go, 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 go. Oh. maybe I have to smack it into him now that he's you know, maybe I have to have him chase after me. Fucking idiot. Go. Nah, I think I have to bounce it into him. Maybe not. Let's see what happens if I smack him. Nope. At least I don't think so. Oh, man. What the fuck, dude? Sensei Scott, good to catch your stream. Good to see you, too, man. What about turning it into a bowling ball? I mean, I don't see how that's gonna... Maybe hitting him when he's on the ground with the bowling ball, maybe. But, like, I can't bounce the bowling ball, you know? That's the issue. I'm trying to see if I can hit him there, but I don't know. Maybe I have to, you know... Maybe you guys are right. Maybe you're right. Mr. Thrill Me. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. Did he get me again? Bitch, he got me again. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, no, that didn't work. That did not work at all. Nah, I already tried the bowling ball. I tried the ball bearing too, but I can't bounce that very high, which means I can't throw it very high. I really think I need just the bouncy ball. You know, I need to get it, like, just right. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You've got to be joking. The fact that they can pick it out of the sky, even though it's way over their head, is, like, annoying. You know? Goldbert might be the most OP fish tank character ever. Oh, boy. Bert. What's he been up to? I'm curious. No, not even close. Oh, actually. Hit. Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me. Birding off. Well, yeah. I guess I see what you mean. Yep. Yeah, no, like, I can't get him while he's on the ground. If I get him while he's on the ground... Whoa. If I get him while he's on the ground, I'm screwed. And I don't have any lives left. So I'd have to start this whole thing over. At the very least, I know... At the very least, I know how to do it. And, you know, I know kind of an easier way to do it, but... These guys are gonna pick it right out of the fucking sky again, aren't they? Aren't they? Yep. What a fucking joke. Would Epstein and Bert have gotten along? Oh, man. Bertstein. Nah, I think Bert is very much a he wants you to want it kind of guy. You know, that's the idea I get from Bert is he wants you to want it. He doesn't want to. Oh wow, really? Yeah, Bert wants you to want it. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want a weird situation like that. I gotta fucking. I really gotta look up a strat guide on this now.
Go ahead. Meet your day. Samsung O.
What? Huh? Oh. That's a demo. That's a demo. So there's one. Somebody beat this in 2 minutes. Oh, okay. So it looks like somebody is slapping. I didn't know you could mid-air slap. I knew you could mid-air throw. I didn't know you could mid-air slap. So that makes a little bit of sense. You know? So I gotta test that out, is what I gotta do. Wanted to see if I could skip that. It's funny how cross stitch has what looks like a mouth, but really his real mouth is right below. Oh, shit, yeah. Sorry, bitch. Oh, shit. Damn it. I forgot. Oh, he's mad. That boy angry. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. See, I didn't know you could do an aerial slap like that. That's news to me, you know? I just gotta make sure I get the right angle on it and I'm good. Oh, fuck. Go, 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 go. Got him. I smashed down right on him. Oh, that's perfect. That couldn't have happened any better. Damn it. Oh no. Oh, that's okay though, because I can run on the thing. I have this song stuck in my head. I bet I could play it without there being any kind of a copyright thing on it. Ah, yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. No, no, no. if they keep the ball for too long, it pops. Oh shit. Our boy's angry. Our boy's hangry. Yes, but oh. Fuck you. That's right, asshole. Oh, perfect. Whoa, okay. Nice. We got it done. Is this whole level an allegory for how God created black people and their love of basketball? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Thrill me. I don't think that's. I don't quite think that's it. You know, those monkeys look pretty Caucasian to me. I don't know. Yeah, like I can mid-air slap. I had no clue about that. You're out of here, Big Uncle Ruckus. Thanks for tuning in. It was nice to see you again, man. Yes.
Yes.
He said yes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 of them. We need what? 2 more? 1, 2, 3. We need 3 more. 3 more of them. Really? That's what happens? The song I have stuck in my head is actually a German song. It's in German anyway. I don't know if the band itself is German, I'm pretty sure they are. But it's a skinhead song. And I have it added to the playlist that I play at the gym every now and again. And when it came on, I was like, oh, I'll skip it. And this one kid, as soon as he heard the first like chord or two, was like, oh, I like that. And I was like, uh-oh, I'm a bad influence. Oh, fuck. I'm also bad at video games. Nah, but skinhead, like, the skinhead lifestyle is not in and of itself like anything like, oh, you know, like it just is what it is. Oh, damn it. It's really just a fashion statement, if anything. Oh, interesting. I have to... Yes, there we go. And then I have to... Whoa! There we go. Whoa! Wir folgen den Rufen. Oh man, that's actually pretty sick. Hell yeah. Look at that. It's getting bigger and bigger too, is the crazy thing. I'm gonna go ahead and... I want to see what happens if I... Oh, yep, that's pretty much exactly what I expected to happen. I'm already liking this world a little bit better because there's less high shit to fall off of. I'm just like, oh, perfect. Tons of garbs. Hold on. What is this guy doing? Not only that, but... Oh, damn. Where'd my ball go? Where? What? Huh? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I don't know if I want to take a chance of taking that thing down. I think I'm better off just saying, fuck it. Oh, damn it. Damn it. That's definitely going to play a part. Are you kidding me? Oh, here it is. Whoops. Oh no, I can't. There we go. I can't change the ball when it's got all that snow on it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh jeez. Man. There we go. It doesn't bounce as easy in the snow too. That's also, whoa, that's interesting. So something's throwing snowballs at me right now. Oh, it's not throwing snowballs. Oh, whoa, what the fuck was that thing? Holy shit. Yo, leave me alone, bro. Get the hell away from me. That makes me nervous. That thing can definitely be broken. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, perfect. There we go. So how the hell am I going to get up there is the question. I think my best bet is to wait for that. I would guess. I don't know for sure. Whoops. Oh. Guess it's okay. I guess it's okay. It'll just... Bang. That'll happen. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Yo. Yo. Oh, man. Damn. Yo, Glover. Fucking poor you. Oh, oh, no. Wow. That was quite the fall. Oh, damn it. It happened again. It's gonna hurt again, too. Yep. No bueno. I need snow, is what it looks like. Because with that snow, right, I was able to break. Nope. Shit. That's one life. Damn it. I remember playing this level on Glover on my N64. Says, is that Sean Tafalele? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but it's one of my favorite levels. I like the level so far. It's not bad, you know. I would say that I am a fan of this level. It's just you know, there's new. It's the first level, so there's new stuff that I have to get used to. Damn it. Ah, damn it, damn it, damn it. Come on, let me go. Oh. Oh, damn. Alright, at least there. Oh, shit. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. See, I believe what I need is a bigger... I might just need a bigger snowball, you know, than what is... oh, fuck, dude, damn it. Whoa, uh-oh, he's trying to target me. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. I hope we're good to go. Oh, what? Damn it, bro. Damn, that fucking sucks, dude. That is annoying as shit. Oh. Where the hell is the ball? The ball is all the way down. Yep, all the way down there now. I was so, like, I was there. I was fucking there, dude. I had it ready to go. Gotta get the hell out of there. Dude, I just can't figure this one out. I mean, I pretty much have it figured out, you know. It's like I just keep misjudging how big the ball is, you know, and that's really annoying. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, because this thing definitely gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. What console are you playing on? I'm playing on the computer right now. I'm playing on my PC, sir. Yeah, you can see the difference in the size. You know. You see what I'm talking about? What? There goes another life. Oh, damn it. That was stupid. Alright. Luckily, I'm not far in this mission at all. I'm just kind of confounded by that was something I was thinking about too. Grill me. I'm just like, I was just sure of myself with the other thing, you know? And then also, anytime you have to roll something uphill, it gets heavier and heavier. It gets more ridiculous, you know? I don't know if this is getting any bigger. Oh my. Come on, baby. Wow. Wow. Wow, that is stupid. Nope. Come on, I'm waiting for that. There we go. I guess that's what we're gonna do then. Ah. Sorry, I'm just checking Twitter real quick. All right. To live and die a glove. This ain't a choice. It's a lifestyle. Ah. I was trying to see if I could get to a point where, like, I could, you know... You see, it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't also have to get the ball up there, too, you know? Of course, that's the game, you know? It's just like, oh, man, shit, what am I gonna do, and how? Reminds me of Master Hand from Smash Brothers. Was that, like... Shit, fuck. Ah, fucker. There we go. Yeah, that was like that joke character in Smash Brothers, right? I never played any of the Smash Brothers games, so I wouldn't even know, you know. You know, I'm gonna see what happens if I go up there just by myself. We're gonna see if we can get through this mission, right? Um, you know. Oh boy. Yes. That away. It's the giant hand you fight, a boss level Smash Brothers Melee in specific. Fuck, I'm getting nostalgia. I never played any of the Smash Brothers games. I was never really interested in anything Nintendo, if I gotta be honest with you. The most I ever played was like Super Paper Mario on the Wii. We had Mario and Sonic at the Olympics as well. Don't get me wrong, like I enjoyed the Wii for like as long as it was fun, but it wasn't. It stopped being fun pretty quick, you know. And my brother was spoiled. He got whatever the hell he wanted when he was a kid. So when I was like, yo, let's get an Xbox, and he was like, nah, let's get a Wii, my parents were like, yes, favorite child. We will get you whatever you want. You want a gun, shoot Scott? Go right ahead. You bastard. Anyway, I'm just gonna collect all these bad mamajanas. Whoa, what the? Holy shit. Anyway, so like, we had a Wii for a while, you know? And that's the only thing we had. Come on. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on getting all these. Anyway, there we go. I'd like to try and see. Well, I should get that. Oh damn! I forgot. Fuck, dude. I forgot there's a fall damage in this. Anyway, like, why does that thing look like it's growing? Anyway, I forget exactly what I was talking about. I'm like focused on a couple of things right now, so I'm like, oh yeah. That's why I played Super Paper Mario, right? Is because we had a Wii, and like, what else were you gonna play on the Wii? Everything, like, the Wii was a fun gimmick for all of 20 minutes. And then you remembered all the good games were on the 360. And you were like, why don't I have a 360? You know? We got a 360 later on, you know? But like, that's the only reason I ever played anything Mario or Nintendo or anything like that, is because that's a bad idea. That thing should be coming. I gotta get out of here. In fact, you know what? I can grab that because it smashes anytime you... Get out of my face, you big dumb idiot. Uh-oh. Get... Wow, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Fuck that. Wow, dude, I cannot navigate this thing. I am fucking up in the game. Was your brother the youngest? LOL, I'm asking as the youngest of my fam. Yeah, my brother was a little under 2 years younger than me. You know, it's all good now, like, you know, we're cool now, but like, it was that classic, like, you're the older, you know better shit, but then also combine that with the fact that, dude, why am I unable to hit anything right now? Why am I so fucking foolish with it? Yeah, my brother was the favorite. He got away with everything, and I don't just mean like, sorry, I'm a little bit locked in right now. I'm like, oh dude, I gotta fucking, oh, you fucking bastard. fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, my brother got away with murder, and he knew it, and he would do things specifically, like, my brother, because of the way my parents treated him, kind of turned into a bit of a fucking sociopath. And when I say that, I don't mean it in the way that I say, like, you know, certain other people that I've talked about before, like, he was just a shit stirrer. He was just kind of like a piece of shit, you know? And that has followed him into his adult life in a certain sense, where, like, he just can't be asked to do anything for anybody. He's just, like, incredibly selfish. You know, and, like, I love my brother, you know, but it's just, like, kind of who he is. It's just what he became because of the way my parents raised him. What was I gonna say? But yeah, like, he would purposefully do things, like, to try and get me into trouble and stuff like that. So much so that we have these, this is kind of funny. We have these folding tables, right? These TV dinner table things. And he wrote my name on one of the tables, knowing that my mother was a fucking idiot, and would come to me and be like, Scott, you wrote your name on... Oh, gotta get out of there. Scott, you wrote your name on the table. Why would you do that? And when I'm like, luckily what happened is I was like, no, I didn't do that. And we were young enough as to where she thought it was just the cutest thing. She thought it was hilarious and stuff like that. And, no, like, later on, my brother admitted, like, years down the line, one of those things where, like, it's been years since you did something that you weren't supposed to do, so you come clean about it to your parents and you all have a good laugh about it, you know? He came clean about it during one of those little moments, you know? And, like, yeah, it's funny looking back, but, like, it just tells you how things were between me and my family, where, like, my brother, who's pretty smart, right? My brother's actually pretty smart. He doesn't give himself enough credit. He knew very early on that my parents did not love me the same as him. And, I mean, if at all, like, I really don't know if my parents ever loved me, if I'm being honest with you. And this isn't like a boo-hoo, woe is me thing. This is just, like, talking about something, like, honestly, you know? He was aware of that from a young age, and he would play into that, you know? He knew that he would get away with things that I would not get away with, and he could do things and blame me for it, and they would believe him, you know? I was definitely the whipping boy of the family, and that's part of the reason why I developed into the person that I developed into, you know? Very stoic, very reserved. That's where the whole energy vampire thing comes from. It's not just I'm boring, it's that I had any and all ability to express myself to strangers, sort of screamed or hit or whatever else out of me, you know? I learned that I can't trust anybody in general, and I also learned that I can't trust people to not be fuckheads about me opening up. So I just said, you know what, fuck it. People suck. I don't want to be around people. Let's close it down, you know? And it's one thing being on here. It's so fucking stupid that I'm talking to you guys about this to this music. This is the soundtrack to me telling you guys about how my personality comes from years of abuse. Oh man, that's fucking hilarious, dude. But anyway, yeah, that's why I am the way that I am. You know, like when it comes to, you know, when it comes to me being in a group of people on Fish Tank, I'm not always fixing to be the center of attention. I'm not always trying to, like, you know, I don't always have something to say, and when I do, sometimes it's a little bit out of step. Is because, like, I'm just so, like, whatever, like, you know, just fucking, you know. My brother's the super intelligent one. I think I'm intelligent, but not as school smart. I know more history and stuff. He knows more math. Yeah, I mean, I don't think intelligence is something as simple as just IQ tests or like whether or not you're good at math. I think it's probably more all-encompassing than that. Like IQ is just a number, and I'm not saying that it doesn't have like a big effect, right? But what IQ, man, son of a bitch. What IQ has is not the whole picture, is what I'm saying, you know? Somebody who has an 85 IQ is probably also not going to have all the other fucking pieces, you know? But it is what it is. That's another conversation, you know? I experienced that also as the youngest. My older brothers did everything bad and got the lesson, whereas I didn't get the lesson, so I became a wild child. And I wasn't that much of a wild child, though, to be honest, but I mean, I just got in trouble less for the same shit, but I also did have my fair share of getting yelled at. Yeah, like, my brother's clean now, and he never had, like, an addiction or anything like that, but, like, I remember I didn't start smoking or drinking until I was, like, 17, 18. My brother started smoking weed, he was in, like, the 7th or 8th grade, and he never got in trouble for any of it. He starts doing dip, smoking cigs, like, really early on. He started drinking heavily. He used to drink and drive and shit like that. And, like, I remember I'd come home, like, tired, and my parents would be like, "You're fucking high, aren't you?" My brother would come home every Friday night at like 2 or 3 a.m. He'd stumble into the house, make tons of noise, he'd vomit all over the bathroom. Sometimes, like, literally, there were times where he didn't even open the fucking toilet. He just, the toilet seat's down, and he just, you know? And, like, there was no punishment, no nothing, no, like, not even like look, I know what you're doing. You need to, if you're gonna be doing that, you need to be more careful. Not even that. Just, like, my dad would be like, "Hey, what's going on in the bathroom?" And my brother would be like every weekend, he'd be like, "Oh, I ate some bad Taco Bell." It's like, "Oh yeah? Why you keep going to the same Taco Bell every fucking weekend?" You know? There was no, like, "Bullshit, fucking tell me the truth." None of that, you know? It was just, "Alright," and just leave him alone, you know? It's like, holy fuck. You know? Everything's cool between my family and I still don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. I have no clue. I'm gonna put this in here for safekeeping, and I'm gonna see if I can't figure out a way of... What the... Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna see if I can't figure out a way to... I want to see what'll happen if I, I want to see where that thing spawns in from. It just falls from the sky. Just falls from the fucking sky. You know what? I think I might have a bit of an idea of how... Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Scott's family is literally mine. What the fuck? Yeah, like... You know, parents are people too. You gotta cut them a certain amount of slack. Especially as I've gotten older, even though I don't feel it would be right or fair to me to excuse everything my dad said or did, and same with my mother, right? Especially my mother. But as I get older, you know, I am a man who is starting to advance in age. Interesting. Oh, damn it, fuck. I don't think it's a bad idea to try that, right? Maybe I can bang, and then I bounce. Oh, get out of here. Yeah. Oh, you fucker. on, baby. Yes. This is like, I guarantee you, this is the jankiest way to try and go for it. I guarantee you, but I don't even care. All right, come on, come on, come on. Son of a bitch. No, 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 no. Okay, all right, okay, perfect. I just don't know how I'm gonna do this. How I'm gonna get it up here, because apparently... I grew up with 3 other brothers, and as I'm the eldest, I was the favorite of the family. I got everything, but my younger brothers had nothing, and now are half-baked, smoking dope, and taking up the ass. That's terrible, Joe Butt Slasher. I'm sorry to hear that, you know. I don't know if my brother is as resilient as me. So, in a certain sense, I'm actually kind of okay with being the one who got fucked with on the level that I did. Because I don't know if my brother could have handled it. I mean, are you fucking joking, dude? Are you kidding me, man? Anyway, because like my brother did not have it nearly as bad as I did, and yet he was the one who was like sort of a functioning alcoholic for a little while. I said he was never like addicted to anything. I mean, the level that he was taking his drinking at one point, it was like, he was the one who experimented more with certain drugs than me. Some of the ones that everybody kind of is aware are like, really bad. Dude, this is making me angry to the point where I feel like I have to look up a strat guide. I just don't even know what to do. And are you kidding me? Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Honestly, I was starting to get a little annoyed anyway. If I'm gonna be annoyed by a dumbass video game from the 90s, I think it's probably best for me to just like not keep playing. Or maybe I can look it up. And we can try it, you know? This dude right here is caught in the same shit. Yeah, this dude I just found, he's caught in the same loop as me. Anyway, I'm like watching like, I wonder. Whoever made Glover is very whoever made Glover is very creative. I'll say that much. Anyway, fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, but like, I don't know if my brother would be as well off as he is today if he had gotten the treatment that I got. And me, I wouldn't say that I'm well off. In fact, actually, the more I look at my life, the more I realize that there are plenty of things from my childhood that have led me to be in the position that I'm in now. And that's not like a good thing. That's definitely not a good thing, you know? And, but like at the very least, I realized earlier on that like it's not good to be doing drugs. It's not good to be drinking all the time. Weed is not good for you, and it's probably better for me to like avoid shitty people and shitty situations and stuff like that, you know? Um, and even though like like the activist shit I talk about, I could have gotten in trouble for that. I think that was a much better use of my time than hanging around with the people I was hanging around before I started doing the activist shit, you know? Those dudes, we would just hang around smoking weed all day. Sometimes we even experiment with other drugs and stuff. It was just like bad. It was just not good, not good. Um, but yeah, like my brother is soft, you know, and it's really like it's really weird talking to him about stuff, and he tells me shit that's going on in his life, and I'm just like, what, you don't know how to deal with that yet? You're almost 30 and this only just happened to you the first time. Like, he's definitely soft. Um, you know. So, um Scott was saying something, then stopped. What was that? What was I saying? Um but yeah, like, I could have ended up a lot worse than I did, but that was through my own intellect and my own grit that I ended up okay. And it actually, like, it frustrates me and it pisses me off a little bit, because when my mom and my dad, but especially my mom, like, when I talk to them about stuff, it's like my mother's a narcissist. My mother's a narcissist, and when I speak to her about stuff, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say, because that's how narcissists are. It doesn't matter what you say to them. They're always going to find a way to construe it as like a good thing, or like they're going to find a way to make it about themselves or something like that. Like, I have overcome so much adversity, right? And when I speak about that to or in front of my mom, she almost nods her head like, yeah, yeah, you have, as if she's just like a passive observer of my life, as if she was not the adversity that I had to overcome. And it makes me want to hit her with a fucking frying pan. you know? Um, but yeah, like, what I want to have multiple kids. I don't want to have favorites. My wife, her mom played favorites too, you know. And that favoritism showed in who got more attention, who got chased around more, who got catered to more, and other stuff like that. My wife, she had to change schools constantly throughout her childhood, not because she was a bad child, but because her older sister was like constantly causing trouble everywhere. This girl is like 4 or 5 years older than my wife, and she just cannot stay out of trouble. She is always doing something to force people to be like, no, you can't come to this school anymore. And there, like, she told me there were so many schools that we were able to go to that actually were really, really good schools for us to go to. Because in Brazil, they have private schools, they have military schools, and then they have public schools. Um, when it comes to primary schooling, right? Meaning like K through 12. They don't exactly do K through 12, but you get the idea. Like, it's better for you to go to a private school, as I understand it. But actually, in college, it's better for you to go to a public college, because the competition for them is actually like pretty big. Um, oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm not. I didn't even mean to watch it. It's just like that's playing, and it came up to the point. It came up to the point where, um, this person is like getting out of the whole snow thing. Damn. Okay. Wow. All right. So I just had to hustle up there. I just had to hustle. I just had to go as quick as I could. I was too focused on potentially getting nailed by the thing. But anyway, yeah, like, it and this is why my quarter life crisis. I've been calling it a quarter life crisis. This is why, with that whole quarter life crisis thing that I got going on, that I'm like kind of rethinking my life and rethinking how I'm doing stuff. Um, that's why I am so focused on like what kind of dad am I going to be? How am I going to make sure that my child does not go through what I went through? And how am I going to do things early on in their lives that are going to let them know, hey, like like go for it, you know? One of the things, I'm not going to lie to you guys, right? Um I'm about to start trying to go to some local tournaments and stuff like that, right? For grappling specifically. But if I happen to find something where they award medals for striking, I'll do that too, right? I want some fucking gold medals and I want to keep them around. I never gave a shit about medals before. I don't collect medals and stuff like that. But I had a revelation. If when I'm young, if when my children are young, I'm able to show them, hey, you see that gold medal, you see this medal, you see that medal, what they're gonna see is success. I want to show my kids, hey, like I want them to see success and think, okay, like I can be that too. I can do that too, you know? I don't want them to be in their late teens, early 20s trying to work through some weird trauma that I gave them or their mother gave them or something like that, where now they don't actually believe they can do it, you know? Winning, success is a habit. And it's a habit that is created in practice, but it's also a habit created in execution. And belief in yourself, and I don't mean Teletubby believe and achieve type shit. What I really mean is a feeling of entitlement, if anything. Um, a feeling of entitlement is absolutely positively necessary. It's not that I'm going to go out there and try my best and hopefully I'll win. And if I do, that's great. Yeah, I believed I could and I did it. No, it's like, no, I deserve this win. Like, this guy is a fucking asshole for even trying to keep me from that medal right now. I'm going to go out there and I'm absolutely going to do everything I can to wipe the floor with this guy, you know? The toxic champion mindset. There's a guy, I'm going to show you his channel. Not that he needs me to show you his channel. It's just that like this guy is kind of esoteric. Just a little bit. He's a little bit esoteric, right? So a lot of people, um, like, like, hold on. Fucking humans are tougher than kangaroos. All right, I'm gonna have to watch that one later. But, as you can see, I watch his shit quite frequently, and um, I'm looking for, um, damn, I'm not finding it right this second. It was because it's a really good video, right? And I think you could probably benefit from seeing it or yes.
People like
This right here, the mentality fighters need. I forgot what it was called. And this is a very underwatched video. This should have a lot more views on it, but unfortunately, like someone like this is not going to get the views he deserves, even or the subscribers he deserves. But I really like this guy's stuff. He thinks very similarly to me, but just different enough as to where I get a slightly different perspective whenever I listen to one of his videos. But the I forget exactly what it was called. The toxic champion mindset. That's really what gives birth to champions. Is not like I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try my best. It's nah, fuck this guy. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him because I'm better. I'm the best. I'm amazing. I can beat anybody. Doesn't fucking matter. You need that kind of mindset. You need that kind of delusion, honestly. Um, and I want to make sure that my kids honestly have that delusion because there's no reason why they shouldn't. Just like why, you know? It doesn't mean you got to treat people like shit. I'm sure John Jones interpersonally is probably a cool guy. But you get him on a wrestling mat, he's trying to poke your eyes out and shit like that. Dustin Poirier, same way. Like Dustin Poirier is like he's got like a hot sauce and he donates the proceeds to charity and stuff like that. He tries to give back to the community in Louisiana where he comes from. He seems like a really great guy, but if you listen to him talk about stuff, you see he exudes that kind of like I'm the best, I'm better than you attitude in everything that he does, you know? Um so it's like just because you're a fucking like just because like you're a real like harsh competitor, that doesn't mean you're like a bad guy. You know, those are two different things. Um that's admirable. The most important thing is showing your children love. As great as the awards are, they won't be thinking about that when you pass on. It gives them motivation. I agree. You're talented in MMA, Scott. They will admire that. I appreciate that, Flota. You know, I'm just at a point in my life where it's like what else do I have? You know, I'm 30. In 7 minutes I'll be 31 years old. In 6 minutes now. I just turned 11:54. In 6 minutes I will be 31 years old. Like, what else do I have to look forward to, like personally? You know, I understand when you're younger, it's like you have things to look forward to. Oh, dude, I'm turning 18. Dude, I'm gonna be an adult. Dude, I can vote. Dude, as if that's why anyone's excited to be an adult. Dude, I'm 21. Oh, dude, fucking, I can drink legally now. I don't gotta fucking sneak it anymore, dude. Oh man, you know. Um, Even in your 20s, like you're just kind of enjoying being young. But like when you reach your late 20s into your early 30s, it's like if you're still thinking about like I want to have fun and do stuff, it's like why? What do you even have to look forward to? You're just going to do fucking dumbass hobbies until you die? Like why, you know? My main concern right now is trying to stand a life up so that I can have two or three kids and try my best to push those kids towards a level of success that I was unable to achieve. And I don't mean in MMA. I'd actually rather my kids not fight because fighting, I know what fighting is now, you know. It's funny, I was thinking about it the other day. Everything that I've looked at from the outside looking in and thought, "Wow, that looks cool. I want to be a part of it." It like I get inside and I realize, oh, the like this is dirty. Everything's dirty. Everything's fucked up. You know, it's funny, and you know, everybody has moments like that. But I know what fighting is now. I know how bullshit it is. It's all fake, if not literally, then figuratively. You know, and because of that, I'm just like, nah, I don't want my kids partaking in that. You know, if they were absolutely positively like, no, I'm doing it, it's like, all right, well, I guess I'll try and help you not get beat up by somebody who is trying to use you as a stepping stone, you know. But you're going to be the one beating up a stepping stone in that case. You're not going to be the can, you're going to be the can crusher. You're not going to be the nail, you're going to be the hammer, and we're going to make sure you're the hammer. You know, we're going to set it up that way. Um but yeah, what was I gonna say? My arm is itchy. I have an itchy arm. But yeah, like I just that's my main concern is like I need to have kids soon. And what kind of dad am I gonna be? Am I gonna be my dad who like he worked hard and he's a good guy, but he was bad with money along with my mom, and they got in tons of debt, and they were constantly stressed because of the jobs they worked, and because of that they took it out on me. You know, like I don't want to be that. I can't be that. You know, I can't allow myself to do that to my child or children. That's terrible, you know. Um I have a responsibility, you know. We almost have the same birthday. Mine's on the 18th. Happy birthday, Scott. You're blessed to hit that age. Thank you very much, Flota, and happy early birthday to you, my friend. You know. Uh, I feel like you turned 30 yesterday. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did a stream for my 30th birthday too, just because it happened to be on a I wouldn't like if I was streaming next year, that would be a Sunday. My birthday would be on a Sunday. And like I don't know, maybe if I was doing Sunday streams, I'd stream, but I wouldn't do like a birthday stream on like a Monday or a Tuesday or anything like that. I wouldn't bother with anything like that. I really don't see a reason. Hmm. Excuse me. Um, Everything is relative to me. I'm glad to be alive. My faith is the most important thing to me. This life is much shorter than the next. Yeah, it definitely is, Flota. Definitely is. Um, it's good that you feel that anger. It hurts, but some people never get to that point in their development. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people have bad things happen to them, and they just think like, oh, I don't want to feel this way, and that's how they end up like getting into certain drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. Is there's a deep hurt, and it sucks because like on one hand it's like, okay, I understand, but on the other hand it's like, as much as I understand, like you shouldn't be doing that, man. My sympathy can only extend so far, you know. You're gonna be a great dad. I hope so. I hope so, Zach. And thank you for that. Um, and congrats on doing enough work to break the cycle of abuse. I mean, I don't know if I've broken that cycle yet. I won't know until I have kids. Um, we'll see what happens. And like I see the same shit happening. Like the same like I see the same shit happening with my wife right now, meaning like some of the things that my mom and dad did to me, I do to my wife. And like I've tried my best to not do that, but I mean, I'm a human and I make mistakes and stuff like that. And you know, it's tough, like I have to sit there and like I have to stop and I have to be like, huh, why do I keep reacting like that? Why does that keep happening? Why do I get angry and say this or do that? And I have to consider, fucking the fact is, like, a lot of people don't want to work on themselves in any way, shape, or form. They'd rather either go to therapy, which therapy doesn't help, you know. Therapy really does not help. If it helps anybody, it helps women, and most of the time all it helps them to do is just be worse. you know it just helps them to be worse. But then on top of that, like a lot of people would rather just like use things as excuses, like, oh, I was treated this way, so that's why I get to be that way, is almost the attitude. And that's not good. That's definitely not good, I guess oh no, actually, oh fuck, it's 12:01 a.m. Technically, I was born at 12:21 p.m. So in a little over 12 hours and 20 minutes is when I will officially be 31 years old. Okay? Therapy doesn't work if you're higher IQ than the therapist. Yeah, that definitely does not help, Um, Especially because like a therapist is getting paid, and like it's not just like, oh, they're getting paid so they don't actually care about you. That's not even the issue. It's actually sometimes better to get the opinion of someone who is a disinterested third party, than it is to like go to somebody who cares about you, because somebody who cares about you, like they may value your positive feelings a little bit too much, and they may not tell you what you need to hear. But the issue with paying someone to listen to your problems and all that shit is that they're going to tell you whatever they feel they have to get you through the door again, it doesn't help when somebody who is a piece of shit walks in and is paying your salary, and the second you're like, well, actually, I think you may have been in the wrong there, that piece of shit goes, oh, well, fuck you, man, I'm leaving, you know it's like literally like almost like dealing with Tony Soprano, except he doesn't keep coming back. He takes his money to someone who's going to tell him what he wants to hear. You know, at the very least with Tony Soprano, you can say like, oh well, you know, he may not have liked everything, and sometimes he threw a tantrum, but he did come back, and a lot of the time he was like, oh, all right, you're right about that one. I, I feel like I could do a good Tony if I worked on it, but um, that was shit though. That was shit. That was definitely shit. But like that's the type of shit that you have to be careful of, and that's what happened with me. And like no, there's nobody in the psychology field more evil than child psychologists because they understand the dynamic between parents and children, and in order to protect their payday, they will actually add to the abuse. Like that's what happened with me, you know. My parents, they brought me to multiple different child psychologists or just people who specialized in like pediatric behavioral health and stuff like that. And they settled on this one guy as a therapist for me to speak to. Um, they settled on this one guy basically because whatever my parents said, he would double down on. So here's this psychiatric professional who is gaslighting a child because he wants to keep getting money from that child's parents, even though the parents are absolutely positively dog shit, and somebody needs to be like, yo, you should back off the kid. Leave him alone. Chill out. You know, he never said that. It was only, you know, critiques of me, telling me what to do and all that stuff, you know. And it's a racket at the end of the day. You know, the dude is just trying to make his money. He knows who pays him. So he's not gonna do what's right for the child. He doesn't care about kids. He didn't care about me, you know. He cared about saying whatever my parents wanted to hear so that they'd keep getting that check. He'd keep getting the check, you know? Um, Family is the best therapy no matter what their IQ is. Going to your father or mother will heal a lot. Not mine. Shit. Not mine, you know? My dad tries to give me advice on buying houses. He was like, "What you got to do is you gotta buy a fixer upper and then you do the work yourself." And it's like, oh really? I'm gonna do the work myself? How? I didn't go to trade school. You never taught me anything from your carpentry days. Fucking, oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do the work all by myself, right? Yeah, that's how that's gonna work. Excuse me, jeez. You know, um, like it's just bad advice after bad advice after bad advice after bad advice, just constant, just like when I should go left he tells me to go right, and when I want to go right he tells me to go left, and every time I follow his direction it just gets worse for me. You know, I wouldn't even bother asking my mom. She's a fucking kook, you know, if I'm just being honest about it. Oh, excuse me. If my parents wanted to help me out, what they would have done is years ago, and I've told this story before, years ago when my grandfather died, instead of dividing his corpse up, you know, fucking d- d- plundering the spoils, instead of plundering, they would have been like, hey, so unfortunately, Scott's grandpa, has passed away. We have all of his stuff. How can we distribute this in a way that will make it easier for everybody in our family? Well, I, Scott's mom, have a house that's paid off, so I don't need an extra house. My sister, Scott's aunt, she has a house of her own. She bought it for decently cheap compared to today's prices. And she doesn't exactly need a new house. And well, when my dad, Scott's grandpa, died, he left two properties. Why don't we offer to sell one of these properties to Scott? Why don't we have it like a rent to own situation where, you know, he gives so much money every month and we divide it between me and my sister, Scott's aunt, you know? And that way he can get his life started. That's what would have happened. Instead, they divided up the fucking spoils. They sold one of the properties, and then the other property my aunt moved into after selling her house. And now here I am. Every apartment that I've lived in since then has had roaches, you know? Fucking the last one we were living in, we basically had to we didn't have to like flee necessarily, but we got tired of like having to deal with neighbors who we thought we might get into a fist fight with one day, you know? Um and there's no home ownership for me and my wife in sight. Oh, by the way, my aunt is a fucking dink. She has a husband. She's got a couple of cats. She just got a second dog as well. She got one dog last year. She's got another dog now, you know. Um so yeah, it's just like that's what I'm dealing with is like my parents just don't care about me. Just like your parents probably don't care about you, you know. It's just a fact of the matter, you know. And the Bible says, "Honor thy father and thy mother." Um, I love them, and I'm respectful to them, but I'm not going to lie about the character that they possess. I'm not going to lie about their character. For my mom and my aunt to conspire behind our backs, basically, while my brother and I were just sad that we lost our last grandparent. Um, and for them to do that and for my dad to just stand by and be like, yeah, do whatever you want, I guess, knowing the predicament that my wife and I are in. We want to have kids, and we're like, if we had kids, we would have them in a roach infested apartment where there's more people living here than there should be, you know. Like, that is, I love them, but I'll never forgive them. I love them, but I'll never forgive them, is a good way to put it, you know? And if I forgive them, I'll never forget. Mm-mm. Nope. No, no, no. The, I like to believe. I don't know what's going on inside God's head. I'm not going to pretend like I know, and it's foolish of me to even think. But I would like to believe the reason why God didn't say anything about loving your child, honoring your child, or anything like that, doing right by your child. I think the reason why God didn't say anything about that is because maybe he was like, this is so elementary, I don't have to say anything about it. I don't have to say shit about it because what parent would be so selfish and so tone deaf and so fucking stupid as to do that kind of thing? Who in their right mind would be that dumb? And then the 1960s happened. And and then and then the post World War II baby boom happened. You know? But even Tyson regretted that mindset. What are you talking about, Thrill Me? Are you talking about the toxic champion mindset? If so, I mean, that's like Tyson regretted that mindset, but he still won. You still know who Mike Tyson is. You still know who Mike Tyson is because of that mindset. You know, um, boomers live in a dream world. I agree. They don't understand how shitty of a world that's been put in front of us. And the thing is, they do too. Like if you talk like boomers interpersonally are not that bad a lot of the time. You know, just don't get too deep into politics or economics or anything like that. And a lot of the time, boomers are all right, you know? And what'll happen if you befriend a boomer or if you talk to a boomer in like a situation where they're not defensive, if you don't make them defensive or anything like that, you'll notice that, yeah, they talk all about how, yeah, there's no more cheap cars. Like that's something my dad does. He said he bought a Dodge Dart in like the 70s or the 80s for like I think he said it was like 200 or 300 bucks, like something insanely cheap. That was his first car was a Dodge. He'd say, "Yeah, I bought a Dodge Dart back in the 1970s, and that thing's screwed," you know, which I would assume is boomer speak for that thing went fast, you know. Um, like they'll talk all about how, like, yeah, back when I was a kid it was so much easier to survive, blah 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 blah. But the issue is when you complain to them, they get defensive because they think, oh, this guy wants to take away from me, you know? It's like boomers before they got on Medicare, um they absolutely positively hated anything like government, like fucking subsidized anything. But now that they're on Medicare, they're like, whoa, hey, don't touch my healthcare. You know, like it's just they're just self-serving, and we're gonna be the exact same way because we have the same psychology that they do, and it just sucks, man. It's terrible. You know, I don't even know what else to say. It's just terrible. It's just fucking awful. You know, um, it's just so funny when grandparents basically tell the other non-favorited kids to fuck off. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. People know who other people are because of my winner mindset, but they don't know me, and I like it that way. Ah, okay. Um, man, just looking around. I think I'll head out. I gotta get to bed soon. I gotta try to get some good sleep tonight. I wanna say thank you to whoever made this. I don't know if you were watching or not, but thank you. I appreciate it. We'll watch it one more time. It's a little quiet. Oh man. Yeah. That's just great. Thank you whoever made that. You know, let's end on a good note. I do a lot of complaining about boomers as of late. Yeah, again, it's I'm just thinking a lot about life and I'm realizing just how bad it is. But let's end on a good note. You know, thank you whoever made that. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it, as you know. I should be streaming tomorrow, if not for the fights, then just in general. But it'll probably be for the fights. We will see for sure later. Um, I am heading out. All right, I already said that, but I'll say it again. And until next time, good luck out there.